You all called me crazy. Like, okay, maybe not like crazy, but these comments were disproving me. They were saying, well, it's gonna be the smoke bomb because 2v8 introduced the smoke bomb and it's gonna be in 2v8. Shut up. I'm not going to be able to get over that fact. But let's talk about what you actually are here for, and that's to know the new Survivor item. Pretty much during their big 9th anniversary stream, the devs did talk about bringing in a new Survivor item to the core game, and everybody was like, oh my god, 2v8, they're bringing in the smoke bomb in 2v8. This means literally nothing, Alexis. What are you on? However, there are some keywords there. This summer, they are bringing in a new Survivor item to the core game. Now, what does this mean? Well, they just announced what this means, so suck it. That's all I have to say. If you doubted me for 1 second, I don't think I'm allowed to do that. My bad, guys. When I have the mic in my hand, I get a little bit too cocky. Anyway, so the new Survivor item is going to be a fog vial. Now, this pretty much is the smoke bomb. So before I get too ahead of myself, let's halt it right there. Using a fog vial causes a fog cloud to expand outward from the point where it was used, dissipating after a set time. Scratch marks do not spawn within a fog cloud. Audio is muffled for anyone within a fog cloud. The auras of players within a fog cloud cannot be read by other players. Sorry about that. If I know I say aura, I'm so sorry. I'm such a fucking pleb. And the fog vial has a cooldown which recharges over time once used. I'm literally reading this off the Reddit. I'm sorry. I'm not that creative. And so there's going to be added item rarities and add-ons to this fog vial. I'm gonna be honest. To me, this item seems a little bit like, really? You really had to add this? Like, okay, don't get me wrong. I love playing Survivor. I love being a survivor, and I am going to be a survivor for the rest of my life. But a fog vial just seems kind of meh to me. You know, like, it does one thing. I guess a med kit also does one thing, and a flashlight does one thing. A little dev note says the fog vial specializes in creating confusion and breaking line of sight. When it's activated, this fog obscures your surroundings while still allowing for limited visibility within your immediate vicinity. By moving to a single recharging use, survivors can use the fog vial multiple times per trial and don't have to be quite so precious about saving charges, letting them be more in the moment with their vial uses. So instead of like using it for a set amount of time, it's going to be like you click it and then it activates and then it's a charge. You know what I mean? You know what I mean. Along with this fog vial, we are also going to be getting some changes to some current items. So for the key, it is going to be a amount of charges to refer to an individual use of item rather than the overall time it can be used. So the key is going to be able to channel and consume 1 charge to reveal survivor auras for a limited time, and when near a closed hatch, consume 1 charge to unlock it. Consume 1 charge to quickly unlock a chest and gain an item of rare rarity or higher, and once a chest has been unlocked with a key, it is revealed to nearby survivors. It can be rummaged in by 1 survivor to gain an additional item of rare rarity or higher, and it's adjusted the effects of the individual item rarities and several add-ons. I'm honestly a little bit okay with this. I don't know why I say a little bit. This actually sounds awesome because we are going to be getting some new meanings to bringing keys. I do really enjoy this. I don't know how this is going to go over with the perks that, want you to get a high, rarity item from chests. However, I think that this is beautiful. I love keys now. As for the charges, I think that's interesting depending on how many charges they give us. I guess we'll just have to see depending on the keys rarity and whatnot. But it's safe to say that I am excited for the keys to go into effect. One thing I'd also like to add about the keys is such a huge thing with keys is that A, nobody used them, and B, if you were going to use them for a hatch, it was kind of hard to time out perfectly. You would not be able to use your key for anything other than hatch just because it went based off of time usage. Now, we don't have to worry about that. If you want to save 1 charge for that hatch, you can. And you know exactly how many charges you have. The next item getting a change is going to be the maps Yay! Again, it is going to be based off of charges and not use time. When you channel the map, you're going to consume 1 charge to reveal a nearby pallet and vault aura to yourself for a limited time. While auras are revealed, press the use item button again to create a beam of light, only visible to survivors, revealing the auras of generators within the beam's range to all survivors. So pretty much the map is just going to be used to revealing aura for things that you need to find. Now, I did hear about this a little while ago during the 9th anniversary stream, I believe, that they were going to be changing maps, and I was like, oh, well, what about my favorite perk, Windows of Opportunity? Thankfully, I don't think Windows of Opportunity is going to be too useless now, because this is one of those, like, charges things. Now, we're just going to have to see how many charges they give us to see if it's really going to be worth it to bring a map instead of the perk. Ultimately, we'll just have to see how this plays out. However, the nice thing about maps is that you no longer have to walk around the map with a map in your hand just to track items. It is automatically just going to appear for you. Anyway, if you enjoyed this, please give this video a like to see more updates, and I definitely recommend I definitely recommend checking out my TikTok because I post a lot more Dead by Daylight content over there. I just wanted to make this update and prove you all wrong. I know what I'm talking about. Okay, I know you all doubted me. I know, I saw the comments. I'm sorry, I'm slowly losing my mind and descending into madness, but that's okay, okay? We love each other regardless. Anyways, I will see you guys in another video, and please check out my other videos if you like horror content in general, and I will see you guys in another video. Bye! I'm about to have some karaoke night. Stay tuned for that video coming 2527.